2016. My name is Piotr. Welcome in our live trading room. Quick risk warning, guys. Please bear in mind trading FX on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all your initial investment. Please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education and gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. All right, we are done with quick risk warning. Quickly, we are awaiting preliminary GDP out of US. At the same time, current account out of Canada. And within the next 2 hours, US consumer confidence. And actually, that's it today. Tomorrow, there is a bank stress test results from UK. Also, Bank of England financial stability report. Never-ending OPEC meetings. CPI, European CPI flash estimate. Of course, Draghi, in case of euro strength, right? So Draghi will try to keep it bulls intact. Then, as I mentioned before, there is an ADP report. Tomorrow, there is a Canadian GDP. There is a personal income and spending out of US, Chicago PMI, pending home sales, crude inventories, and then Beige Book out of US. All right. And Thursday, that's the PMI day. Start during the Tokyo session, Chinese PMI, then European PMI, then US PMI with unemployment, with weekly jobless claims. And of course, Friday, that's the non-farm payrolls day, okay? So as we are awaiting GDP number, just a quick reminder, especially for new guys, the chat is moderated, means that, of course, you know what does it mean. Ask any questions once I have a time. If it's not that busy on the market, then we will try. I will try to respond. Please don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, especially Twitter, where all possible updates. That's the fastest way to get the possible updates. Also, since yesterday, I started to publish European and US levels for majors. That could be quite useful for you, I would say. Don't trade it blindly, right? Don't trade it. Do your homework. I mean, at 9 a.m. when Europe is open, the levels are accurate. But then 3 hours later, it could be completely different story, and we may have bias to the downside. Let's say on euro dollar, and there is a demand in the middle of the way. So don't take it. Simply don't take it. Just check what's going on and then decide. Okay. What else? As I mentioned previously, December is coming. Market is slowing. Gonna be slow in the middle of the December. So most probably that's gonna be time to make some webinars for beginners, right? So I'm gonna go through the details of the core strategy, few other strategies, money management, stuff like this, right? Especially I'm using a little bit different money management when I'm aggressively doing day trading. Okay. And the space is gonna be limited space is gonna be limited on a first come first serve basis. Okay, of course it's free, but unfortunately space is gonna be limited. What else? Actually that's it. That's it for now. Okay, so we've got 20 minutes to go. Let's start with dollar yen. Okay, a lot of lines again. A lot of lines again. Okay, as long as we are below holy crap. All right. As long as we are below this level, that's the, as I mentioned on Twitter, 1320, that's the selling or supply level. I've been trying my luck here. I've been stopped out. All right. So think 1320. That's this intraday selling level, and what we are looking for, basically, Jesus, I have to have a time to make some cleaning on the chart one day. All right. Why I'm looking to sell? We are testing this possible supply base on a gap and stuff like this. The Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday high could be the case as well. Okay. So I'm looking to sell around this level. I'm a little bit afraid before the GDP. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch to 5 minutes or 1 minute chart. And I'm gonna watch what's going to happen. What I would like to see, jeez. What I would like to see from now, I would like to see a little bit higher level towards 2025. Drop before the announcement. Still 20 minutes to go. That's the 5 minute chart, and would be great to just spike down below 1270. That's 30 pips. Could be challenge, could be tough, but then that would be the case for me on the short term chart, that we had a rally, short base and drop, so return to that level, that could be selling opportunity. All right. Also, we had this consolidation here. And here we decided that, okay, it's time to go lower. So that's our supply as well. Okay. So from the seller's perspective, we know what we are waiting for. Then from the buyer's perspective, what we have? The first point, as we went lower, right? The second point, because we went lower again. That was possible third point, but we didn't make lower low. Instead, we went higher, right? So that's the clear line break, right? And most probably, that's the first possible demand around 112, right? But in time, it could take a little bit longer to move towards this demand. So I do prefer to take the lower level, all right? That's gonna be first, that's gonna be retest of this broken trend line. Previously supply now should work as demand. Okay. And then move a little bit higher. There is a one more level I'm very interested in. From the long perspective for now. This consolidation, we went higher, we retest this consolidation, but I would like to see eventually if I'm gonna to fail here, if I'm gonna be stopped out here, I'm gonna give a go to this level around 150.40. Okay. So that's how I see the things on dollar yen. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Let me. Any questions in regards to dollar yen? I have to make a few corrections with my orders. All right, any questions? All right, so we are clear with dollar yen. Now, before I will go and talk about euro dollar, I would like to show you Bund chart, right? German 10 years bonds. We do have possible one, two, three. That could be wedge as well. One moment. All right. So there is a lot of space to the downside. With the break below the channel, of course, that's gonna be bearish flag, low and lower low. Most probably is coming here, and that's the reason we should be very careful with approach to the euro, right? If we are gonna to see the channel break here, if we are gonna to see break of that channel, right? That could help euro. I'm not talking about euro dollar, but maybe I'm talking about euro pound. We were trading already twice already. Since yesterday, I've been watching the development, the channel break, but we failed, and we get back into the channel. That's not good development from the bull's perspective. That's not good development. But we are going to discuss the next one. I'm huge fan, and we were discussing a few times. I'm huge fan of Euro Aussie, and if we are going to have a time, we are going to discuss it. Actually, right now there is nothing to discuss because we are awaiting the data, US data. So US dollar is going to be affected, right? So that's the key for us right now. But if we are going to have a time, we are going to discuss those two. And the third one, in case of euro strength, could be eurojpy. Okay. By the way, there was no agreement yesterday in case of OPEC meeting, so we see what's going on with the oil. Sell off. We are testing the weekly open, but we failed to hold above this trend line. We are testing weekly open, and looks like we are on the way back towards 43, and we are on the way back towards eventually my entry level. But if we are gonna to see move to the downside like this, nothing but selling, then of course I'm not gonna to take it. From the bear's perspective, would be great to see the breakdown here. I would wait for daily close, and then tomorrow with the correction to the upside, because if we are going to make the breakdown, that's going to be a very big red or black candle. Then tomorrow on a correction, even 50% of that candle, that could be our selling opportunity. And because of falling oil, I do expect if that's gonna be bear day on oil, that could be as well bear day for stock. Okay, just one thing we may hold some levels because of the end, because of the end of the month, right? So window dressing, stuff like this. So we may even see the rally. But with falling oil prices, I see, you know that I'm the biggest bear on the world. I'm joking. But we may see falling stocks, right? So stocks, oil. So we have to have a look on gold as well. And as we were discussing, we hold 1180, 1175 on a weekly basis. Looks like we are trying to close the gap. All right. I would like to see lower levels towards the demand around US Open, red stock. I'm gonna, around this area, I'm gonna to switch to 5-minute chart or 1-minute chart to look for any sign of demand. All right. Of course, from intraday perspective, 1220 for now, it's supply. But again, we have to be very careful because it's only intraday supply, and we are gonna to trade against the weekly demand, possible demand. Anyway, medium term, I still think we are gonna to see lower levels on gold, as we discussed it a few times. There is a video of also video analysis on our channel on YouTube. Okay. Briefly, let me find the YouTube channel. Yeah, so there is a possibility to find some videos here as well. Okay, USA, 5 minutes to go. Let's see where we are going to. Sorry, a little bit of water is good. Any questions before the US data? Thomas, with pound, that's the quite good question. I would like to see retest of something around yesterday high, failure there. I'm still fan of selling pound on Riley's. There was a time, guys, as you remember, there was a time we were buying pound on dip, especially versus euro. Right? Maybe I'm wrong, but for now, especially versus US dollar, for me, pound is sell on Riley. And I would like to, if we have a time, 1 second, because I almost forgot about it. If you haven't seen on the blog, let me check if I published it already, 1 second. Yeah. Because I don't have dollar index on this computer on any platform. I don't have dollar index. So what's the point? Can you see? Oh. Can you see the block? Or still charts? Okay, so what's the point with dollar index? It's quite important. Most probably you are aware of it. Most probably you saw it on the blog, but that's the consolidation, and we saw the break. So overall, as long as we are above 170, let's call it 100 psychological. That's the dollar positive medium long term. I'm not saying about the day trading, aggressive day trading right now. What I'm saying is that overall in the medium term, dollar is buy on dip, and I'm saying it's related to the pound, right? So if you haven't seen yet, go and check on the blog the dollar index analysis, and you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, USA, 1 minute to go. I'm looking to sell dollar yen, but also in case of buying dollar, I'm looking to buy dollar versus euro. So I'm looking to sell euro dollar eventually because of the data, right? So dollar yen, we are where we want to see dollar yen. Let's have a look at the action. Euro dollar is testing possible demand, so let's make it a little bit different. That's where we are right now. And that's where we have probably, if there is any kind of the buyer on euro dollar, so maybe on those two zones. But as we saw yesterday, as we saw previous week, the sellers are not afraid. Okay, USA. what we want to see in case of eventually selling dollar yen, what we want to see here, we went higher, moved back, so this one is tested and consumed. We went higher, we want to see move back below 1285 with the possible supply retest and going higher, right? If you don't want to wait and you think that dollar is gonna be weakening, anyway, so that's the supply zone, not intraday, but maybe for swing, that's possible swing trade here around 1330 with stop, I would say above 50, right? GDP second reading better than the expectations at 3.2. Expectations were 3.0. Right? Plenty of space for any kind of the correction or whatever. So that's the case for you for dollar yen. To sell, if you want to sell dollar, if you want to buy dollar, we have to wait a bit because we don't want to sell and chase the prices. We want to see prices coming to us. So waiting here. So because of this 30-minute chart, we can see there is some supply coming into the market. So in case of I don't know, swing trade, you are using this 30-minute supply, right? In case of intraday trade, first I would like to see the move below and retest. Okay. Goldie, still time for this lowest one, because that's what I'm waiting for. You've got one possible demand here as well. And we are testing this possible demand here, right? So either waiting for a little bit lower prices, all right, something around 81. We are targeting 87, so we are targeting $6. And we are risking 2.5, so not great 1 to 3 risk reward. More conservative entry, wait for some kind of destabilization here around this demand, wait for false break below, quick rebound with the channel break. That could be the conservative entry. Let me place the order. So plenty of possibilities here. Oh, come on. And the bunds. So as you can see, bunds, euro dollar, euro yen, euro pound, actually I'm taking tiny long on euro pound, okay, against 84.72. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of false break to the downside. My stop is 72. And my risk is, my personal risk on this trade is 0.15. As you will see here, I'm targeting, that's the channel and the failure I've mentioned. So I'm targeting top of this channel around 38 pips, so it's better than 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. in case I'm right. Okay, so if I'm risking this amount and I'm correct on this trade, I'm gonna be 0.5% up. And of course, I don't have to take the full 0.15 risk. If we are not gonna go the way I would like to see, right? So as soon as possible, I would like to see the move above 84, 88, 84, 89, 90. Okay. This 5-minute channel break, maybe retest and higher. So basically, starting, geez. Come on. Yeah, I promise. One day I will make the cleaning. So basically, of course, I'm doing day trading, and it's mostly based on the short-term time frame. But we are still at demand based on the daily chart. All right. Now intraday, 30 minutes. From here we made new high here. So we removed some supply. Okay, we failed at the top of the channel, but right now, what the bull's trying to make bears sick because of this possible false break, and that's the reason I took the trade. Now it looks better on 5-minute chart. On 5-minute chart here, let's see. So we've got bounce on dollar. Look, guys, look at the bonds. Euro Swiss could be the case. So if you don't have bad experience because of Swiss National Bank unpack, so you may try to trade Euro Swissy here. To make the analysis and to try to trade it. Any questions? Anything I should add? I should explain more? No, there is no go yet on dollar yen. I mean, based on this short-term trade we were discussing before. So there is no go yet based on this supply on 30-minute chart was possible trade. Gold the lower. As I mentioned, I'm interested in this lower demand. But if you want to trade, then that's the time, because we hit this demand. Stop is below, targeting 87.88, or for conservative entry, wait, false break, recovery up. Okay, USA. So there's nothing left for us, just patient. Yes, there is a question. There is a question about the dollar yen and euro JPY. Yes, I'm looking to sell dollar yen, and with euro JPY, I would rather with this, if that's gonna hold that way, and especially if we are gonna to break to the downside on bonds, that might be the case for euro JPY to go higher, especially because of the possible pop on euro dollar, some profit taking, whatever. So that could be the case. So that could be the support for euro JPY. So I would rather wait for deep intraday 1940, 1925. And maybe try to go long, right? Yes, 1 second. If you are long gold, you are not changing your stop. You are not moving your stop till we are gonna to move above 84. If that's gonna happen, you may try to move your stop to entry once we are above 84. Then you may try to take the partial profit only around 87, 88. And then you may try to look for 12 10, 12, 20 with the remining. It depends what's going to happen. Stocks is off the high. Everyone is different, right? The key we are doing these rooms is why we are not doing simple signal service and stuff like this, guys, because you are not going to get anything out of the signal service, right? Even if someone is great with signal services and you are so happy with paying some fees, whatever, that's fine, that's fine. I'm not against it, especially if it's a good one. I'm not against it. The thing is that this guy is today available, and after 1 week he may not be available. So you paid commission, but you didn't get anything in terms of knowledge. So you didn't get anything out of this for yourself. In case the guy will disappear, you are still blind. With this type of the education, like live trading room, you've got the possibility to ask the question, you've got the possibility to see how I'm doing the things, and you've got the possibility to decide, okay, that's something for me. I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna to try to take something out of this for me. I like it. Or no, what the bullshit this Piotr is talking about. Fuck, no. That's not possible. No. But then, first, it's for free. The second, you've got the choice and you can decide. Yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. That's it. Okay, Euro pound so far so good. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Questions? All right. Of course, that's the 1 minute chart, so that's completely different story, but at least we're trying. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But still supported by this line. Still time for me. Congratulations to all of you who took the swing, possible swing here. So far so good as well. Oh, geez. Questions? Would you like me to check, I don't know, other crosses? Now, guys, there is a one thing. There is a one thing, as we are testing this 84.94. You may take partial profit, maybe a little bit too late. You may take partial profit, but you have to leave your stop intact. Okay. Because what we have right now, that's the base, drop base Riley. So I'm not gonna be surprised to see prices sliding, maybe not falling, but as we broke through the top of the channel. So the best scenario would be to see them falling like this, retesting or testing this possible demand here on 5 minutes, and to see another rally through 84.95. If you are gonna, that depends a lot of different options. If you are gonna to take partial profit here and you are gonna to see retest of this demand, you can rebuild, but the stops should be in place right now. There is no reason to yet to move this stop, right? Okay. Any questions? Otherwise, we are sitting with some ideas, some positions. So now next 2 hours are gonna be quite important, because within this hour the market will try to trade because of the option expirations, and then next hour market will try to position themselves to make some setup because of the London fixing, right? So that and end of the month flow, that's what I hate personally. And we might be the victim of this shitty flow, end of the month flow, because of euro pound. Come on, don't do this to me. S&P is off a little bit more. Yeah, but still we've got the space, right? And what you don't want to see pre-market, you don't want to see this breakout pre-market, because then we are going to suck all those sellers and we are going to go higher. What you would like to see, maybe even higher prices towards 2208, and then failure at the top and going lower. In case in case you are a bear. No, for now I'm only long euro pound, waiting for gold lower, waiting for setup on dollar yen, but there was also different setup on dollar yen to go as well. So for those of you who are short, watch is good, doing well. EuroJPY eventually, but lower. Shitty pound is gonna to kill our euro pound long. Okay, I'm done with that trade here. I may try again later. Let's have a look. Pound taking out supply. 25.10, 25.15 is the next one. Maybe what I would like to see. Okay. Now it's again either failure and move back above 80. So I want to see the failure here, so move back and close at the top of the hour above 80, or failure below 60 and close above 60-70. Do you remember we were trading a week ago or 2 weeks ago? I don't remember now. We were trading another failure. Jeez, where it was? Yeah, it was here. We were trading this failure here, as far as I remember. there was a partial profit taking and stop on entry after all. So more or less the same scenario. And because of the daily chart, okay, maybe I'm wrong. We are gonna be much lower in the days ahead, maybe, but I don't want to trade against the daily demand, at least yet, at least holds for now. Okay, so now not trying to go and take the revenge immediately. Wait for failure. Wait for some kind of failure at hourly chart. Remember, option expiration within next hour, and then within next 2 hours there's a quite important fix. So be careful. Okay. Questions? No questions. So we are awaiting US Open. I've got Euro Pound on other monitors, so there is not a problem at all. I've got stocks on other. I don't have bonds, and gold I have on other as well. So we may minimize here, and we may wait and see what's going to happen. No, I don't think so. If any of you, there is a question if anyone took the partial profit I've mentioned. No, I don't think so that there was a chance. I didn't take as well, so I took full loss here. I don't think so. There was a enough time to take it. No. I took full loss here. So that's the funny story, and it happened from time to time. It happened to me from time to time. Great setup on dollar yen, right? So instead of sitting comfortably short here, especially based on this 30-minute chart, because here on the smaller time frame for very aggressive trading, I'm still waiting for the setup. The one I like it. So I took Euro Pound and took full loss here, right? So that's happened. And of course, there was a possibility to trade gold, which is doing well. Of course, I didn't take it. Hopefully, one of you are in. So enjoy the ride. And I'm pretty sure, guys, as long as I'm not long gold, we are gonna to sky fly from here because I'm not in. No, I'm joking. Just follow your plan and oh jeez. No, there is a question about if I have an idea what's going on and what will happen with dollar CAD. No, I would rather wait, because later today we've got API report, API report. After US session, half an hour later. Then tomorrow we've got crude oil inventories and still this never-ending OPEC meetings and talks, no talks, parties, capital spending and stuff like this, right? So I would rather wait. I would rather wait. The thing is that lately there was not such a strong correlation. So that could be a little bit different this time around. I don't want to speculate because anyway, at some point we do have a correlation, and as long as we really don't know what's going to happen with oil, that just few days, right? Let's wait and see. Dust settled, and that's gonna be much easier in my opinion. That's how I see the things. But there is not a problem. We can have a look. That's the daily. Sorry. Looks like we are almost at supply, and that's the very tight range. So we have to decide, and then market a different way. Market have to decide, and then we can join the party. Intraday the same. Top is defined, bottom is defined more or less. As on CNBC, buy the low, sell the high. Dollar yen so far so good. Now, guys, why it's important? That's the 17 pips. That's the almost 42 to 1. I don't care what's going on. I don't mind. But if I would be short here, right? And I would definitely I would decide to take partial profit somewhere here. Of course, you have to follow your plan, your money management rules, stuff like this. But you've got 2-1 already, or sorry, opposite, 1-2 risk reward ratio. Oh, Gordy. Remember, guys, we need at least to move above the top, above 1184.85. There we go. Pound is approaching intraday supply. Worth to watch it. Stock is still going down. So guys, I've mentioned that I may like euro pound, but let me clarify the things. We've got a little bit of recovery here on bonds. Okay, stocks is red, so a little bit of yen demand shouldn't be surprise. No doubt intraday we have some possible levels. I would stick to this one. That's the latest supply, right? And from here we took it out. So 119.20. But at the same time, depends on what's going to happen on stocks and what's going to happen on bonds. I would watch the daily close. because if we are gonna to close like this below the yesterday open, bears may try again here, right? So I mentioned that I like euro yen to the upside, but we focus on what's going on bonds and stocks, and stocks is red right now. S&P, still room, need to hold like 21.95, 96. Okay. So still we can give up a few points, 3 or 4. Euro pound, testing this demand we are discussing about. I have to set up some alarms because then I'm going to forget. Too many things at once and training as well. No, not yet. We didn't close above on gold. The thing is the same as I was trying to explain on euro pound. We didn't close above this level. So for now, nothing has happened here. Okay, so there is not a problem for the market to go and retest this demand. So in case you are going to move stop to entry, market will go down, will stop you out only to rise 5% to the upside. And then you are going to chase the market here. On the way to the upside, you are going to be stopped on the pullbacks. Okay? So if long here, there is no reason to move the stop right now. We know what's the risk. You know what's the risk. I'm not long here, as you know. I'm waiting for lower levels. But in that case, as we were not able to make the damage yet, short-term charts, gold, right? So there is no reason simply to move the trade to break even here, only because to be on the safe side, because here we are not on a safe side. Capisci? Okay, 3 minutes to US Open. So let's have a short coffee break. Let them make the open. We will see what's going on. All right. So I'm gonna to stop recording right now. So that's gonna be like the first part is gonna be recorded. Let me stop the recording.